Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today on InformerTV, we're going to be speaking about warming up for exercise, especially for running. You want to prepare your body for activity. This will maximize performance and minimize pain. Certain type of activities really require you to get your body moving and to prepare it properly. Running is one of those activities. Running is the simplest and purest form of exercise. It is enjoyed by millions worldwide. Today I'm going to be showing you just a very short warm-up that you could do, but very thorough, that's going to help you prepare your body and prevent injuries. Injury prevention is much easier, much more time efficient, and much more less expensive than injury rehabilitation. So prevent injuries as much as you can. Warming up properly is a very valuable tool for injury prevention. When you go to run, you want to warm up your entire body. Move every joint in the body, but especially your legs, your hips, and the lower spine. When you start to warm up, I always recommend you start with the spine and the hips, and then you move down through the legs and into the upper body and out through the arms. Warming up is very simple. You don't have to have a specific routine with it, but you want to make sure that you hit everything. If you have a trouble area or if you've had an old injury in that area, spend a little bit of extra time on that spot. When you're warming up, you want to do a couple different things. You want to do dynamic motions, which obviously is just moving the joints around, getting blood flow to that area, helping to loosen up those muscles and move the joints around so that your body's more prepared. Following that, you want to do more static stretches. Static stretches, you move into the stretch, you hold a light, comfortable stretch for 30 to 60 seconds, and then you relax and move into another stretch. Right now, I'm just going to be showing you a few suggested movements that are going to help you to get better prepared and warmed up for your run. These are things that I do. Usually when I do them, I'm moving around a little bit. Walking around while I'm doing it makes it easier, makes it a little bit more enjoyable. But because we're here on video, I'm just going to be standing in one spot and demonstrating a few of those activities that I do to properly warm up that I think will help you out and prepare you for your run. I recommend when you warm up, you start with the spine and the hips, and then you move down through the legs, move up into the shoulders, and out into the arms. I also recommend that you combine motions when you're doing the dynamic motions. This way, it'll save you some time and it's much more functional. Running is a very functional activity. We're moving all the joints and all the muscles in the body, so you want to prime your body and warm up by doing similar functional activities. The first thing that I like to do when I'm warming up is I just put my hands on my hips and I just start to slide over to the sides. Now it's very simple to do. It's a motion that we can all do, and it helps to warm up the spine and the hips. From there, I take my hands off the hips and I just start to turn side to side. Now when you're doing this, you always want to work through a pain-free range of motion. Obviously you want to stay within your capabilities. If any motion hurts, then you want to stop that motion and just move to the next one. This is very good just for loosening up the spine and the hips. The next thing that I like to do is I swing my arms in front, and at the same time I'm bringing the thighs up. This will bring some blood flow to the hip flexor muscles, which are the big muscles right here. Bring some blood flow to the spine in the back and to the shoulders. This is a very simple activity that you can do that'll help to bring some blood flow to all that area. And then you can see I'm switching my arm motion around a little bit and moving the shoulders up in different in different motions. The next thing that I like to do is to warm up the muscles, the hamstring muscles. Very important. Very big muscles, very prime movers when we're running. Often get injured because we have not warmed up properly. It's very simple to get some blood flow into these muscles by just kicking the legs backwards. You kick backwards, brings some blood flow, also helps to stretch out the quadriceps a little bit. Now, one thing that I like to do is not only kick backwards, but kick over to the side, because that hits the muscles at a little bit different angle. Each time that you kick, you come up a little bit higher, so you're varying the motion, and it allows those different areas to get some blood flowing to them. Then at the same time, you can move your hands around, going back and forth, bring the elbows up and down, open up the hands and fingers. Combine any activities like that that'll really help you out. Another thing that's very important, rolling your shoulders around, getting some blood flowing to the shoulders and to the rib cage, moving the neck, will really help to get your body prepared for exercise. Move around as much as you can. Like I said, when I'm warming up, I'm usually moving around, but because we're filming, I'm just staying in one spot. After you have finished the dynamic motion phase of your warm-up, then you want to move into the static stretching phase. Static stretching phase does not have to be long. You want to make sure that you hit the larger muscles in the thighs. You can stretch your calves. Also, you want to hit the lumbar spine. Now, I'm just going to demonstrate one stretch while I'm explaining how to do a static stretch properly. I'm going to turn to the side, and we're going to do a stretch right here for the hip flexor muscles. Now I'm going to put my hand on the wall for support. You always want to do that if you feel that you need to. This will help with balance. When you're stretching the hip flexor muscle, grab the ankle. You don't want to grab the foot. You grab the ankle, and you want to pull the heel towards the gluteal area. Once you've achieved that, then you pull backwards. And you want to hold a comfortable stretch. Once you feel a slight stretch, you just hold that. And you can do that anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds. And that will help to loosen up these muscles in here. It's very good also to stretch afterwards, but this is a video that we're talking about the warm-up phase. So you just hold this stretch, like I said, for about 30 to 60 seconds, bring it down, and then stretch the other side. Like I said, you could stretch out the hip flexors like I just did, do your hamstrings, do your calves and your low back and any trouble areas, and that should definitely help you out. Remember to do your dynamic motions first and then do your static stretches. That is a great way to prepare your body and to warm up for running. This has been Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas on InformerTV, discussing the importance and demonstrating a proper warm-up for running. Take your time, do a very comprehensive warm-up. It shouldn't take time, but you want to ease into it, and you want to make sure that your body is warmed up properly and prepared properly for the activity. This way you will minimize the risk of injury and maximize your performance. Get out there and run, have fun, achieve your goals, break your personal records, and utilize a proper warm-up to do those. Again, this has been Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic. Thank you very much.